Well, all eyes were on Aaron Rodgers in this Monday night game. The Niners, though, they spoiled Rodgers' return, taking down the Jets 32-19 on Monday night. In Rodgers' first game in nearly a year, he threw for just 167 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 pick. San Francisco doing their part to keep A-Rod away from that win column. Now 6-8 all-time against the Niners, tied for second most losses against any team. Now another team that fall short in that game, Tennessee Titans. They blew a 3-score lead to lose 24-17 at Soldier Field. The Bears with a game-clinching score coming on a pick 6 from Will Levis. Levis finishing 19 for 32 with 127 yards, a touchdown, and 2 INTs. So we got a big game coming up on CBS this weekend. Your game announcers for this weekend's New York Jets at Tennessee Titans matchup: Ian Eagle, Charles Davis, and Evan Washburn. That game kicks at 1 p.m. Eastern on CBS. And we have Charles Davis with us now, along with our other NFL analyst and Bryant McFadden. So we finally got to see Aaron Rodgers in a Jets uniform for more than 4 snaps. Yay. Everyone wants to see him healthy, that's for sure. But the defending NFC champs, the Niners, has just spoiled his return. 32-19 win over New York. Guys, Rodgers threw just 1 touchdown in the loss. Charles, what do you think was holding him back?
Jenny, I think that a lot of it was their inability to get the ground game going. That's part of it. The other part is, as B. Mac will tell you, in today's football, preseason often is the first month of the season because no one plays. They haven't played. They haven't put that timing together, under live action. So part of that is trying to figure the whole thing out. Yes, you can work with your receivers during practice and after practice. Yes, you can do your stuff in the summer. But when you have rushers bearing down on you, when people have to pick up assignments, when you have to adjust on the fly, it took them a while to get going, but that third drive showed what's capable. Garrett Wilson, that connection is going to be lethal this year. Allen Lazard has bounced back and reassumed his role as a guy who knows what Aaron Rodgers wants to do. But you saw at times there was some rust going on. But the thing that told me, B-Mac, that you better be careful because Aaron Rodgers is going to be okay, was when he drew him off sides, had the free play, and once again, Aaron Rodgers stung someone deep for a touchdown, hitting Lazard. His mind is still active. It's still firing. I'm not worried about the arm. But yes, first game out there, it might take a little while. The problem with the Jets, as you well know, they can't wait too long. They've got to get going, and their fans want to see them show up a little bit better against the defending NFC champs. So
you're talking about that connection that you saw between those two. Can you break down that play for us a little bit more that you saw on Monday night?
Yeah, I mean, I love the fact that the TV crew had the numbers, right, B-Mac? This is how he does it so often because hard count with the Aaron Rodgers gets him to draw off sides. The play is still alive, so it's a free play. So he's going to find that receiver going deep at that time and put it up there and give them a chance. He knows exactly where his options are. It's all baked into the play. If I draw him off sides in a hard count, you guys keep going. The 18th time in his career that he scored a touchdown on a free play, this guy knows what he's doing and continues to do it. I don't care if he's 40, 80, 150. Aaron Rodgers will still be able to do that.
All right, B-Mac, the Jets led the NFL with 18 missed tackles in Week 1. How do they shore up that defense?
Well, let's start with the guys that put their hands in the dirt. They have to play better. They got to play tough. They were not tough at all Monday night against the San Francisco 49ers, and it's safe to say they got bullied. I mean, when you look at the offensive line play by the 49ers, they were getting to the second-level guys so fast, and that allowed the running backs and Jordan Mason to have a field day. So when you talk about playing against the Tennessee Titans, luckily enough, you won't see that same type of impact offensive line-wise because San Francisco, they have one of the best offenses in the National Football League with a lot of continuity on their offensive line. But you better believe they're going to see a lot of downhill running because 49ers had success against the Jets. And one thing I know about the National Football League, whatever you put out there on film, and if it's bad tape, be prepared to embrace it and be prepared to see it every week until you get it right. So some of the same things that we saw from San Francisco in the running game, the Jets will see from the Tennessee Titans. So you got to play tougher at the point of attack. And when it comes to tackling, you got to want to get the man down. You can't just be a willing participant. You got to want to throw your head into the fan, stick your head into the fan. That's the name of the game when you're playing against these downhill offenses that love to come downhill through the teeth of your defense. What we saw from the Jets, it felt like, to Charles' point, they were in a scrimmage where you don't really have to get the guy down and you kind of tag him off a little bit and let him go. No, this is real football right now, so it's your job to find a way to get the ball carrier down by any means necessary.
Charles, what did you see from the Jets today?
Well, I think that B-Mac has summed it up really well. You know, that defensive front, which has some really good players. Quentin Williams is an all-pro guy up front. They brought in Javon Kinlaw from San Francisco, a former first-round pick. B-Mac, what I'm seeing is they don't have that zero technique, one technique like a DJ Reader that just eats things up to help them with that run defense. So it'd be interesting to see, because I know Kinlaw's added about 30 pounds since last year, which is interesting because he has the bad knees. But maybe he becomes and develops that into that space eater that they need, because those linebackers, they're getting occupied. All right, C.J. Mosley stepped up to make a play. Quincy Williams stepping up to make a play. And guess what? When you watched it, that offensive line's getting to the second level very easily. And when you have that as an issue, and when guys like you and me are coming from 10 to 15 yards and making play after play, that's not good for your run defense. So it'd be interesting to see what changes they make, what Robert Saleh and Jeff Ulbrich do, and try and get some people up front to at least get a stalemate so that they can't just hurdle through that first level and just take off running.
Hey, Jenny, anytime you see a corner or a safety kind of rubbing that shoulder, that means they're making too many tackles.
Hey, not only that,
right now.
Not only that, shaking your head and looking at the guys up front like, yo.
Get it together. Yo. All right, so the Jets going to be taking on the Titans. That's Sunday at 1 p.m. on CBS. And speaking of Tennessee, Will Levis, a pick six that cost the Titans a big loss to Chicago, 24-17. He dropped to his knees with his hand on his helmet, but apparently he didn't lose any sleep over it. Take a listen.
I didn't lose sleep Sunday night. You know, I knew that I'm a good quarterback in this league, and obviously a lot of things to get better on, but watching that tape, I still have that confidence and knowing that it's just kind of a fluke play that I can definitely learn from. So, yeah, I've still got all the confidence in the world in this team and everything. Just got to come to work every day the same way, regardless of what happens.
All right, so he didn't lose any sleep. He did call it a bonehead play. B-Mac, what did you see from him?
Rookie mistake. And Will Levis, you're not a rookie anymore. It's your job to lead by example. It's your job to lead like a vet. That's what they're expecting of you. They've done a phenomenal job in stockpiling talent to improve their offense compared to what we saw a year ago from the personnel side of things. So Will Levis, they're telling you, we've given you toys to play with. Go out and have fun. But while you're having fun, don't break any of these toys. And what I mean when I say don't break anything, you can't have the turnovers that surfaced in the Bears game. It's one thing for your special teams to allow a touchdown. It's another thing for your quarterback to allow a touchdown. Take the sack or just throw the football away. You cannot provide turnovers, because turnovers gives the other team momentum, and it gives them an opportunity to have great field position to score. And that was the issue for Tennessee, that's what led to them losing that ball game. So for Will Levis, just be smarter with the football. It's okay. Punting is okay. And I would love to see Will Levis be more accurate throwing to his passes. I mean, he completed under 60% of his passes in Sunday's ball game. I mean, that's not good football. But luckily enough for him, his defense, they bowled their back and they were playing lights out. But if you can keep the football out of the other team's hands, then you will be in position to win ball games. Let's see what he will have in store against the Jets, because defensively for the Jets, you know they're licking their chops at another opportunity to get back on the grass compared to what they didn't do Monday night against San Fran.
No doubt, B-Mac, and a few things crossed my mind. First, when you talk about Will Levis throwing the football, you know last year he was a bomber. He was averaging over 12 yards of completion. Brian Callahan is the new offense coordinator, play caller, trying to rein some of that in where everything isn't downfield all the time. And it's okay to hit doubles and singles, big guy. We can do that. You don't have to play long ball all the time. He's adjusting to that. The second thing is Brian Callahan talked about in the post-game press conference. He talked to Will Levis before that series and said, hey, we are playing really well on defense. You know, this is kind of that Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. Take care of the ball. We're in good shape. Defense is doing well. The best quarterbacks in the league understand situations, how their team is playing, and play to it. We've talked about Mahomes the entire offseason. That's why he ascended to apex level last year and maybe the year before, understood what was around him, situations, time. Last but not least, I think B-Mac is a leader in the locker room. You would probably pull up a chair this week at lunch and sit down with Will and just say, hey, man, if we're playing that well on the other side, trust what you see. Trust us on that side. You don't have to make an extra play at that point. We've got you. But don't put us in a position where we can't get you. And I think that's the lesson Will Levis is learning this week.
Oh, he's learning it. Can't wait to see it play out. And Charles, you will be there on the call. B-Mac, thanks for your time here, getting us prepped and ready for week 2 in the NFL. And we got to highlight that game one more time. The Jets facing off against the Titans at 1 p.m. Eastern. We also got some other big games. The Raiders playing the Ravens, the Chargers playing off the Panthers, the Browns, Jags, Niners, Vikings. CBS doing it big this weekend. Oh, yeah.